again, does anybody know what cosplay stands for? There we go. We are a company that is by enthusiasts for enthusiasts, and we are really excited to, that Scylla's here with us today, but we also have some fantastic guests to introduce for you. So first up, we have, in fact, let's welcome all onto stage first. We've got the brilliant Tabitha Lyons, who's also a cosplayer.
Sorry, Tabitha, we're stealing your stage.
Please,
I feel really naked right now. I'm not in costume. I'm like, where's my cosplay?
Come and get on the tiger.
Oh, come and get on the tiger. Oh, thank you.
You're right.
I've got it. Yeah, I'll put my credits. That's okay. I do this all the time.
There's some shots for Twitter.
Tabitha Lyons, Artyfakes, also makes incredible props. Much better and bigger. Please also welcome Kawaiiju Cosplay, Amazonian Cosplay and Bandursnatch Studios to the stage, everybody! Woo!
Right, keep it going, folks.
You guys look fantastic. I want to start asking questions now.
Well, first up, we're actually going to come to you and ask you some questions. So,
ask the questions.
hello!
Oh my god, pressure.
So you are considered to be, and you will blush and you will disagree when I say this, but you are considered to be one of the UK's top cosplayers. What skill do you feel you aren't good at yet, and what would you like to learn next to add to your cosplay game?
Okay, this is such a great question. So no matter what level you are, whether you're a beginner, when you're just starting out cosplay, there's always something that you can improve on, guys. So never let it, if you want to get into cosplay, don't let your skill set hold you back. Me, personally, I love making armor and big costumes, big props, 14-foot wingspan, but it's the delicate stuff that I struggle with, so more of the sewing, more of the seamstressing skills. I usually go, just super glue material together, which I probably shouldn't do, but yeah, probably the sewing side of things for me.
And you talked about some of your big epic cosplays there, and you're well known for your epic and diverse builds, Nidalee, Morgana from League of Legends, and this naturally attracts a crowd.
That is such a bad picture. That was one of my first costumes. Oh my god.
Sorry for my faults, please forgive me.
Any Fallout fans? Fallout, yeah? Red Sonja? That was my own design of a post-apocalyptic Red Sonja with bottle caps, but yeah, anyway, let's forget about that one.
But you attract lots of attention, both in person at events like this.
Oh, I'm not vain at all, no.
No, of course not, that's not what I'm saying, but do you ever feel like you have to justify your choices of the builds that you make?
So for me, cosplay is part of my business. It's not just a hobby anymore. So when I do think about, okay, what character do I want? First of all, it is always one that I love. And I will preach this. Guys, you do not have to play the game. You do not need to know the character inside out. If you just like the design of how a character looks, then cosplay it. Because that's what it's about, Just having fun, costume play, fun in costume. That's it, guys. That is it. So yeah, for me, wait, what was the question?
To justify your choice.
Yeah, so I do. We're not all made of money, it doesn't grow on trees. So I try to justify. I'm like, okay, so I need to pick a character, one that I know will do well on social media because this is my job. It needs to, attract a bigger audience, blah blah blah. But I do it. I have to love it. If I don't love it, I won't do it. But I try to do it. Okay, this cool game just came out. Let's try and do Fortnite. Anyone play Fortnite? It's a great game and it's free, so download it and play it. But yeah, I do try to find lots of different reasons to do the same costume.
So, as well, you take it on yourself to really nurture cosplay talent. And you...
That's not me!
That's not you. Fans of... So why is it so important to make the effort, spend time with engaging to people? Because that's what you do. You spend so much time with people, engaging with them and talking to them.
Yeah, so my dad and I we run workshops where cosplayers or, students or anyone really that just want to learn how to get into prop making, they come to our workshops and we teach them. They spend a weekend with us. But the younger generation specifically, they are our future cosplayers. cosplayers. You've got to make sure, you know, they're feeling welcome, and everyone really. So yeah, you've got to spend the time. So if you see a cosplayer out and about, ask them for a picture. They've put the effort in to dress up, and you know, honestly, they will make time for you guys. And if they don't, talk to me and I don't know, I'll stick my tongue out at them.
Nice one, thank you very much, Tabitha. So next up, we're going to go to Kawaiiju Cosplay.
Hello.
Hello, you're right, my lovely.
That's not me.
That's not you.
Oh, that's me.
So you're an excellent all-rounder when it comes to cosplay.
Thank you.
With a lot of skills ranging from wig styling, prop making, sewing, photography. But in 2011, you cosplayed a humanised gender bent version of Nutty from Happy Tree Friends, which was the image before. How do you explain your cosplay hobby, including the gender bent aspect, to your friends, peers, and co-workers?
Well, luckily, I work in the creative industry, so I work with a lot of nerds. So quite a lot of them know what cosplay is, so it doesn't take that much explaining. When it comes down to kind of the, oh, why are you dressing like a guy aspect, I kind of just explain to people that I don't cosplay a character for what they are, I cosplay based on how much I love them. So it doesn't matter if they're a guy, a girl, a terrible Happy Tree Friends abomination from DeviantArt, I'll still cosplay it. So yeah, it's kind of just explaining that it's like, you know, it's a love project. I love this character, so I want to be them. Wear the skin.
That sounds like a great experience, but what has been your worst cosplay masquerade experience?
Well, one of the first masquerades I ever did, I was cosplaying a male character, and you have to bind your chest. And I was in a rush, and I was also very young, so I couldn't afford to buy the proper, they're like binders, it's like a flat compression shirt. So being small, and being young, and being a dumb, I decided to use bandages, which you never do. Don't ever use bandages to bind your chest. And I used safety pins, and I was in a rush and a panic, and I safety pinned a bit too hard into tender areas, and spent the whole masquerade walking around with a bit of a limp, kind of like. So yeah, that was pretty bad.
Don't do that at home, kids.
So you also spent a lot of time giving back to the cosplay community. You deliver panels, you deliver workshops, you deliver tutorials in everything. Due to your advanced skill sets and cosplay, has everyone ever misnamed your character, and how do you deal with this? And what would you say your facepalm moment is?
For misnaming characters, yeah, you get people who don't know where you are. Quite a lot of people, I used to cosplay Homestuck, and a lot of people thought I was a lot of different things when I did that. But most of the time, if someone comes up to you and if someone sounds excited enough to come up to your costume, sometimes even if they get the name wrong, I'll just go with it and pretend, because I don't want to ruin the dreams. For facepalm moments, I used to run the cosplay society at my university, and on the first day I had a new member come, and they were very excited to tell me about the new cosplay, and they were showing me makeup tests of what they'd done, and it was amazing. But I did notice something a bit weird with their eyes. I was like, your contacts, they look a bit, and they're like, oh yeah, I put two in on top of each other to make it extra. I was like, ah! So yeah, I had to quickly warn her not to do that, because you will go blind. So that was a bad time. Not for me though, just for her.
Thank you very much, Kawaiiju Cosplay. Next up, we're going to be going to the wonderful Amazonian Cosplay.
I've got this one, thank you. So, Amazonian Cosplay, you are well known for your incredible costumes, such as Sylvanas, Queen Hippolyta, and lots of complicated bits and pieces, armour, things that attach, things that bolt on here, there, and everywhere. I've got an important question for you. How do you go for a wee when you've got all that stuff on?
With difficulty. I mean, sometimes it just won't throughout the day, or it depends on how much effort it would be.
I feel ya.
Yeah,
I feel ya.
So if I've got a full suit of armour that took me an hour to take on, it's like, it's just not going to happen.
So it's all about wrestling with costume practicality in scenarios like this, and what things you do to get around it. We've got a little video to show you next.
All the way back from 2015.
Yeah. Tell us what's going on here?
So I was on my way to do a photo shoot of my Brienne of Tarth cosplay from Game of Thrones, and it was the first time I'd ever made armour, and I couldn't bend, and this is me struggling to get into the car because I needed to duck my head under the door, and I just had no movement in my back.
What material? Is that wool? No.
It was wobbly, yeah.
Don't even
There's a bit on the video where Anna S turns around and literally goes, "We'll take your armour off when you get in the car next time." So what are the things you do when you're wrestling with this practicality?
I mean, it's just a lot of squatting. So, you know, if you got full suit of armour and you've got stuff up here, you can't sit down, but you just sort of like that and just hope for the best, really. So I'm wearing a nice comfy costume today.
Yeah, you're wearing a much lighter costume than we quite often used to. But when you have got a lot on, how do you stay cool? I mean, again, personal question, does the inside of your costumes get a bit smelly because you can't just throw them in the washing machine?
So that costume up on screen, Queen Hippolyta from Wonder Woman, I was stupid and didn't seasonally plan this because I was thinking, oh, with my legs out and my arms out, I'm going to be really cold. So I wore that in Paris in mid-July, and that was a mistake. When I took my armour off, so I was with my friend Kerry doing Wonder Woman, and so when we took our armour off, it was dripping inside, like to the point where the paint was like melting off the armour. So I think I've learned my lesson now, and I'm gonna, you know, and then I also wear, like, you know, 4 layers of upholstery fabric in summer for some reason, and then skimpy things in winter. So it's just good planning, which I don't have, to be honest.
And finally, cosplayers usually try for an exact match for the person they're cosplaying. Instead, you bring life to cosplay through costume, modelling, photography, and you've developed your own approach. How would you recommend a starting point for people developing their own voice within cosplay as you have?
I mean, for me, I love entering competitions, and I found that that's what I really enjoy doing most at conventions. And that's obviously, you know, you want to try and get as accurate a match as possible. But for me, I also love, you know, going out and doing photo shoots with my mum, and then I'll spend 6 hours editing the photos at evening. And because I'm the person doing it all, it means I can just go mad. You know, if you're just working with photographers at conventions, you're at the liberty of what they edit your photos. And I really like to kind of, you know, because the characters I do, they're ones that I love, and I love the stories and the world that they come from. So I really want to, when I'm creating a photo, say in my cosplays, I don't want it to just be, oh, that's a photo of a person in a costume. I want it to be, oh, that's a photo of the character. It's a snapshot of the world. And I think it's just, because I've been doing this for 7 years now, and I think it's just lots of experimentation, you know, trying different things. You know, it's just all about growing. You know, I didn't start cosplaying thinking, oh, I'm going to be going and entering big competitions in 5 years' time. And it's just really, you just got to keep trying everything. Because if you feel like, oh, I'd like to do that, just go and do it. Just do it. Heart. So much heart. Thank you very much.
Amazonian Cosplay, and of course, video credit to Food and Cosplay as well for allowing us to use the clip. So next up, we have the wonderful Bandursnatch Studios. Come on, a round of applause. Yeah.
Thank you.
So Bandursnatch Studios is not just one person, it is a group, and an absolutely fantastic group at that. And these guys have a combined 50 years experience in cosplay, which is a bit bonkers. And you have it in literally everything. You have it in props, you have it in armour, you have it in wigs, you have it in warbler, this, a fabric, you get the point. But what bothers you the most about cosplay?
Hand sewing. Oh boy, howdy do I hate hand sewing. And yet, all of your costumes seem to involve it, and whenever I say, that's a lot of hand sewing, you just go, yup, it is!
For me, it would have to be sleeves. I've still not mastered that at all. I think there was one point where I did sew sleeve inside out thinking, okay, we'll know to like flip it out, and it was the completely wrong way and the wrong side, so I gave up.
Now, speaking of hand sewing, we've been following progress online. Is that 21 metres of feathers that have been hand sewn?
Yes, it is.
sleep did you get last night?
Well, last night, not a lot, because we stayed up late watching memes, because we're very well-adjusted adults. But I started sewing this cloak back in January. So that wasn't a loss of sleep, it's more just poor life choices that are causing a lack of sleep at this point.
I was going to ask what's the latest you've stayed up working on a costume, but from that, should I take it days?
To be honest, for the most part, I try and plan well in advance. So it's mostly I'll try and balance stuff. We've done this for quite a while now, so I'll be like, start painting something while that's drying, go sew something, and like set yourself like little stations around the house and just go on rotation around them all mostly.
We're the ones that are usually still sewing and painting at the con, like 10 minutes before you're wearing it, just gluing it to yourself to keep it on.
So you guys are most well known for your comedy skits and live streams and in-performance character panels. What has been your biggest cosplay disaster story? And what is your funniest wardrobe malfunction story?
Good ones for this.
Oh, if someone's done something stupid in the group, it's probably been me. So we do a lot of like medieval armour and stuff. Lots of Dragon Age, if you're into Dragon Age. So I'd spent a really long time doing my Inquisitor breastplates, like slowly gluing on like something like 67 different little hand cut out bits to make it look like scale mail. And then I dropped the heat gun on it when it was on. Heat guns, for anyone who doesn't use them, go straight through foam. That's why you use them. So now we have a thing in the group, we just shout battle damage when anything bad happens. So yeah, that was a lot of anxiety at the time, but now we just know battle damage.
Brilliant, thank you very much to all of our lovely guests.
Jess, don't think you're getting away with it. I think you've got some
okay, so the guests have very kindly come up here. They've shared their personal blunders. They've shared their fails. So things that you don't do. Don't present a masquerade as Rubber Duckzilla, or with MDF wings, a terrible wig, and notes up your arm. Don't forget to check your Spanx if you are a larger lady and about to appear on TV. There's a couple more, hang on.
This is amazing right now.
Don't invite your photography friend to the second day of said TV event because he will troll you. Right? It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter if you're here standing on this stage or down there. Cosplay is about having fun and getting involved. Woo! You've got one as well. I'm not going to let you get out of this either.
I have got one. Always dress as Misty if you ever get the opportunity. That is my only piece of very important cosplay advice.
And don't panic if any of this happens to you. It's normal.
It's all about the fun. Get involved, have fun. Have we got time for a question from the audience?
Yeah, I think so.
Any questions from the audience?
There's one more thing I've got to do. Oh, he's off already. Right, while Robin's finding something to ask a question to, we also have the ECG representatives here. Where is Dewnor Cosplay and Kyokyo Cosplay? They might have gone off again. Where are you? Dewnor and Kyokyo!
Is there anyone here that doesn't know what the ECG is?
We also have Parallel Works Cosplay as well. These are these guys here. So thank you very much for popping along. Please go and see them. They're judging today as well. Is there enough room up here?
So the ECG is the European cosplay gathering where everyone competes, and UK finalists, is it? Awesome. Round of applause please for our UK finalists.
So you guys are our group finalists, and then we've got our solo as well. So Robin, whereabouts are you? Where have you gone?
Here, I'm with Sil.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
You had a question? Hello.
Hi, Pants are pretty.
What's your favourite cosplay that you've ever done?
Who's that to?
All of them.
All of you, okay.
Start with whoever knows off the top of their head.
Yay! My favourite costume that I've done is Maria from the Assassin's Creed movie that came out a couple of years ago. Because for me it was a bit of a turning point because I spent 6 months working about 12 hours a day on it, with lots of embroidery and hand sewing and hand beading, and it was the first costume I won a competition with, so it's my favourite.
Probably Krem from Dragon Age, because I get to wear a big suit of armour and I have a massive sword. And who doesn't love waving a massive sword around cons all day?
Probably Junkrat from Overwatch, because he's really, really fun and people like Junkrat.
I would probably say my Genderbend Elsa, because it's the first one that I've actually saw improvement in how I sew and everything, so that's like my wee crowning glory at the moment.
I think mine was probably my Arkham Asylum Poison Ivy, which is a really old cosplay now, but it was when I was kind of just starting out, and it's the first one that I was really like 100% happy with how it turned out.
Attention please. Can James please come to the organising office? James Denhouse.
Jane Denhouse, anybody? No? We're good? But I follow a Japanese artist online who does lots of watercolours in Rococo style, and it's called Royal Milk Tea. I get to wear a kettle on my head, because why not? But it's cosplay, you get to do whatever you wish.
Mine's probably Nora from Ruby, just because she's my favourite character ever, so.
And mine's Deadmaster from Black Rock Shooter. It was the first challenging outfit, first one I won a competition with.
Jess, what's your favourite costume?
My favourite costume? What?
Yeah.
Sil.
Yeah.
Sil. It's always Sil.
You didn't make that one.
No, I didn't. In fact, I have the very first costume I ever made with me.
Oh, memories. What is
Can
it?
you guess what it's made from? Shout it out.
It's a she.
Shout it out.
Bed sheets!
There we go.
I think my favourite costume that I've ever made, it's really hard because when you've made costumes for like 20 plus years, they're like, it's probably my most recent one. I actually received an email from Warner Brothers asking me to basically teach people on my live stream how to make a Wonder Woman costume for the DVD release. And I got 2 weeks. And it sounds like a long time, and it really isn't. But for me, that is so long for a costume to work on. So I had 2 weeks to make Wonder Woman, and it is like one of the best costumes I think that we've made for quite a while. So yeah, Wonder Woman for me.
Mine was the time I imagined what if Jerry Halliwell was a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. That was an interesting build and didn't turn out very well, but it was a lot of fun.
That's all that matters.
Shall we do some photo shoots?
Yeah, we've got 5 minutes, let's do a shot.
Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we've promised you a big group photo shoot, but obviously as you can see our stage is full, so we're going to reverse it round. Stay where you are, but give us a big cheer and a big wave if you want to be involved with the photo shoot. And the lovely Robin has a selfie stick at the ready. So just while Robin's doing that, guys, a massive thank you once again to Amazonian Cosplay, Kawaiiju Cosplay, Bandursnatch Studios, Tabitha Lyons, our ECG representatives, Sil from Costume and Play, she's amazing, Mr. Tiger, and of course Tabitha Lyons!
There's some contact details